This episode of the Rob's Podcast with Maddie West is brought to you by Gooden Consulting. If you're a tri-state business owner, especially lately, I'm sure you know how difficult it can be to keep everything going when your computers, networks, servers, and IT aren't working properly. Gooden Consulting wants to take those stresses off of your plate and be your friend in the IT world. Gooden Consulting oversees the IT for many businesses here in Evansville so that those companies don't have to worry about their networks failing, data breaches, computer viruses, secure backup, and much more. Gooden Consulting offers 24/7 system monitoring, providing you with true peace of mind, less downtime for you as they identify and solve problems before they even happen, fewer disruptions as they can provide most services remotely and overnight, and predictable budgeting as they will work with you to create a monthly flat rate for an all-inclusive IT service that monitors all of your company's hardware and software. Even if you're working from home, Gooden Consulting can help you keep your machines and information safe by establishing and maintaining reliable VPNs. Join the growing number of tri-state doctors' offices, dentist offices, law firms, realty groups, and other local businesses that have let Gooden Consulting be their friend in the IT world. Call Cody at 812-402-0611 or visit goodenconsulting.com. And the show brought to you by Goldtree Realty. If you are looking to buy or sell your home, you definitely want to talk to our friends at Goldtree Realty. With Goldtree Realty, you'll be dealing with experienced real estate agents and investors. They can handle sellers in any condition. So if your property is ready to go with no repairs needed, or if it needs a little TLC, Goldtree Realty can get you that sold sign on your lawn, sometimes even with a cash offer in as fast as 72 hours. And if you're looking to buy a house, Goldtree Realty specializes in helping buyers find their dream home. Give Andrew, Jason, or any of the experienced and knowledgeable members of the Goldtree Realty team a chance to help you buy or sell your next home in the Evansville area. Call 812-432-2556 or like them on Facebook, facebook.com/Goldtree Realty. Once again, that's Goldtree Realty, 812-432-2556. If you would like to advertise on the Rob's Podcast with Maddie West, please email the Rob's Podcast at gmail.com.
And you know you do.
You know you do. Welcome back to the show.
What's up?
Maddie West.
Well, I guess, yeah.
I can't believe. Was today the day you changed your name on Facebook, or that happened a while ago?
It happened the day after.
Okay.
I was on it.
Maddie is married. Can we for a second?
Sorry. There's men out there crying everywhere. I know it.
I'm so sad it's on the Brett's birthday episode. This is Brett's birthday.
Happy birthday, Brett.
But Maddie is officially off the market.
Officially. Forever.
What an amazing day.
Was it? I don't remember anything.
You must remember things.
I do, but it did. Everyone tells you, like, leading up to it, oh my gosh, it goes by so fast. It goes by so fast. It literally goes by so fast. It was like I blinked and it was over.
I can tell you for me, my wedding day was it was the best day of my life.
Same.
Now, okay, when Will was born, it was a different kind of thing.
I know. I hate when I have to say that my wedding was the best day, but I totally get what you're saying.
But like, as far as most fun I've had, like having Will wasn't like, oh, awesome, Brittany's in gut-wrenching pain.
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
like I ripped from pee hole to bee hole. That's not the best day of my life. I'm sorry. It's just not. I love him to death. Wouldn't chalk that up necessarily as the best, though.
But like when I had all my family and my friends that I don't get to see very often in town partying with me, and I have like kind of the opposite experience of you. Now, you were the bride, but I soaked in every freaking moment of my wedding day.
Right.
I remember things.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember pretty much everything.
Yeah.
And just can comfortably call that possibly the best day of my entire life.
Same. And it was extra special because we had to wait for it because Corona pushed it back. So it's like we were anticipating it even that much more. And so when even literally the day before, I was like, still can't get excited yet because I was like, anything can happen at this moment. Like, you know what I mean? And like Woodson hadn't been feeling good that week. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like,
gonna ruin this.
I know. I was like, don't you dare.
And now is
and all my babysitters are supposed to be in attendance at the wedding. And I was just like, this is not good. Like we even had him tested for COVID and everything before we got married because I was just so worried that something was going to happen. Everything was fine, obviously.
We sat near Woodson.
Yeah.
And Brittany and I agreed whatever you were paying that babysitter
was not enough.
Not enough money.
I could tell in the couple times that she came up to me that he was running her into the ground.
He was lit.
Like, yeah. And I could tell. And luckily there was like enough family there that I kept like tagging them in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, now you go. Now you go. But like when we had to go and do pictures and stuff, I was like, listen, I can't worry about it right now. Like I've got to go.
Yeah.
This is where you make the money. This is where you're really going to earn that money. And so it's funny because right after I got done with our dollar dance, I immediately walked over and handed her money for the night. I just took it out of my stack of money and handed it to the babysitter.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Because you guys, I know you did well on your money.
Woo, yes, we did. We got almost as much from our dollar dance as we did like for collectively, like for cards.
I believe it.
Almost as much. Yeah. I was like,
and then I had a roundabout number before your mom went up to, I think, Kent. Your mom danced with Kent at the end.
I can't remember anything.
And then I have
Listen, by the dollar dance, I'm not going to lie. By the dollar dance, I was a little shit-faced.
Were you?
Yeah.
That's good. That was your wedding day.
Yeah.
You know? So
I can't tell you who all I danced with, but thank you so much for all the money.
yes. And that's one thing, like, Cody takes a lot of pride in this, and he's very good at the dollar dances.
Yeah, I still lost, so he's not that great.
But he got you a good bit of money, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
I mean,
I'm just kidding, yeah.
Cody gets people like honeymoon money.
Yeah.
When
That's literally, we made as much as it cost us to book our room for the honeymoon. Almost exactly that dollar amount.
I mean, yeah,
I was
that's
like, our honeymoon's paid for. There you go. Or the bulk of it.
another reason why I was like, I want Cody to do my wedding, and I wanted Cody to do your wedding.
He
and
did phenomenal.
Yeah. So
All About You DJ did phenomenal.
So, and we'll talk about them a little bit later on too. But I'm glad that you had that experience with Cody, because
Definitely.
everyone seems to. And I know he was excited about, like, because you guys wanted, I'll just call it different music than your traditional wedding.
Right.
Did he do a good job?
No, he did a great job.
Awesome.
I mean, by the end of it, I just walk up and listen. Play Cardi B. And he's like, again? I'm like, again! From the top.
So it's been 2 weeks since we've talked.
Yeah, I got married August the 8th, and then that literally the Sunday after I left for the honeymoon.
Yeah, so
we were going to leave Monday, and I was like, no, let's just leave Sunday. Let's just go.
Let's just go.
Because then we went back home, and then I was just like, this is weird.
Yeah.
Let's just roll out. That's what we did.
We got married on Brittany and I got married on a Saturday. We spent Sunday at home, and then Monday went to the airport and we flew to the Dominican Republic.
Yeah. Yeah, we spent Sunday, I went back to my in-laws' house, picked up Woodson, and hung out with him for the day because I knew I'd be gone for a week and I wanted to spend some time with him. And then, I dropped him back off that night, and then boom, we were gone. Stayed in Atlanta, and then the next day drove the rest of the way to South Carolina.
So I definitely want to talk about both the wedding and the honeymoon.
Good.
What you want to do? Is there more from the wedding you want to talk about?
Well, I guess not really, because it just goes by so fast. We did the whole stay at my mom's house the night before thing. Me and all my bridesmaids stayed there, and my flower girl stayed there. It was really fun. Really hard not to drink when you're with all of your friends and my mother.
Well, why were you not drinking?
Well, because I had to get married the next day. I couldn't afford to be hungover.
I'm actually surprised to hear you say that.
Yeah. I had a couple glasses of wine.
I mean, you're drinking during the podcast the day before that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I had a couple of glasses of wine at the rehearsal, but Woodson was so sick. His temperature was getting up to 104 degrees.
Really?
And we took him to the doctor. He was tested for COVID. We couldn't find out what was wrong with him. No other symptoms other than a fever. And so that night, it's almost like I couldn't even function because I was getting married the next day and my kid was so sick. Like I said, it's not like he was throwing up. He didn't have an ear infection. He didn't have COVID. We couldn't fit, and that was really messing with me. And so my nerves, just with that on top of the fact that I was getting married the next day, I just wanted to just chill. Yeah, I was so overwhelmed. And so usually that's when I would normally drink. But I think it was the fact that I was away from him as well because he stayed with Kent the night before the wedding.
Okay.
That was very strategic.
Was that your house?
Yeah, he was at my house and I was at my mom's.
Yeah, I remember I was at my house and Brittany was in the hotel.
Yeah.
And that night before the wedding, did you get the jitters? Was it hard for you to sleep?
Yeah.
It's so.
And you have all your friends there too, and everyone's really excited, and we all got matching pajamas and stuff like that. And it was just we tried to watch a movie, but everybody's just talking their heads off. But it was a good distraction that I needed. But yeah, it definitely didn't drink.
My best man was getting his wife pregnant.
Yeah.
That's during that time of.
I hope my maid of honor got pregnant that night.
Maid of Carrie?
Yeah, I hope she got pregnant that night.
That'd be awesome.
That
She
would
already
be
has
so
one, doesn't she?
Yeah. I think they want a bunch more though, so I really hope she got knocked up that night.
I remember.
I really just hope I just sent that right on in there for her.
I remember during Carrie's toast, I wanted to get up and yell one thing.
What?
Because she made a reference to you guys have that Snapchat streak.
We do.
What is the streak at?
Oh, hold on. I'll have to check. It's a bunch. It's a bunch. I already know what you're going to say, though.
And I almost did it on Facebook one time.
As of right now, 1,287 days.
So they have this Snapchat streak.
Me and my best friend.
Of 1,287 days.
Yeah.
You know, because Snapchat keeps track of how many days.
Your best friends, yeah.
Yeah, and how many days you've been in contact consecutively.
Right, which that's like how many years? That's a bunch.
Yeah, it's like, what, 2-3 years? It's like 3 years.
Yeah.
But I know that number is illegitimate.
I know.
Do you want to tell this story? We told it on the air before.
I can't remember how we lost our streak.
I
can't remember if I didn't snap her one day.
When we were working at the radio station together, you came in, you were devastated.
Yeah.
Because you realized that your streak
with Carrie was gone.
And
I don't know if I forgot to snap her the day before or if she forgot to snap me the day before. But either way, if you don't snap each other within a 24-hour span and that other one doesn't reply as well, then you lose your streak. So I contacted the authorities.
She actually contacted Snapchat.
And I was like, please give me my streak back.
And they did. I thought they would just ignore that.
No, they didn't. And you want to know the funny thing? It's happened like 2 or 3 times since then.
So this is a totally bogus Snap streak.
And so I've contacted the Snap authorities every single time. They know I'm a fraud. They're just like, give her the Snap streak back. It's Maddie again.
It's Maddie and Carrie again.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she's gonna keep crying in this email if we don't give it back.
How can you take pride in something that you know is illegitimate?
I just pick something new every time. I'm like, oh, bad signal. Oh, technical difficulty. I just pick a new thing every time and they give me my streak back.
I feel like you want, it's like.
Okay, I'll dock a couple days.
No, it's like, no, you can't dock a couple days. Your streak got restarted.
I know.
It's like your name has an asterisk.
It's like when people break up for like 2 years and they get back together and they're like, we've been together for 10 years. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's like that too.
It's like that, yeah. Only people need to stop doing that.
So I almost stood up and I was like, bullshit. When Carrie's like, and we have a 1,200 day Snap streak. I wanted to be like,
bullshit.
That's total lie.
Oh, I bet she's cracking up listening to this right now.
You know, people like sometimes will stand up to object to the vowels.
Yeah.
Like, I was going to
I was sweating at that part.
You guys did that.
Yeah, we did.
Not a lot of weddings have that part.
I know. Well, I think it's a God thing. I think when like God's involved, you do that, right?
I don't think it's anything to do. I mean,
maybe not.
I do weddings almost every weekend now.
That's right.
Only like one other time do I remember hearing that.
So they did do that? I wasn't just imagining that. They did say, does anyone object?
I think so.
Because I think I was sweating. Because I've got a couple suitors that...
I think you even made like a joke, like I made like a face like during
Probably. Yeah. That sounds familiar now.
Loose. Like you weren't like tense. You were...
I think I had like 4 White Claws at that point.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think probably 4.
When you were...
But over the course of like a morning, you know what I mean?
So would you say you were drunk when you got married?
No.
Okay. Were you buzzed?
I think I would say buzzed, yeah.
Okay.
But it's hard to tell if it was like the alcohol or just like the rush of just like adrenaline and emotion that you get when all that's happening. Like I feel like I just floated down the aisle. You know what I mean?
You took steps.
Yeah. I don't remember my dad being there. It's just
he was there.
Yeah, I know. I remember like.
At least for most of it.
I remember them taking pictures of us, but like before they opened the doors, it's just me and my dad talking. And oh my gosh, it makes me want to cry saying this now, but he's like, I told your sister, my older sister, when she got married, he's like, I told her the same thing. If you want to leave right now, I'll go with you. And he's looking at me like this is it. Do you want to bail? And I remember just like, I was like, kinda. I mean, I don't know. Now I'm on the spot.
Let me give you a DVD backstory, like a backstage story of my wedding.
Yeah.
At that time, because I don't think I've ever told this story. This is an exclusive, I feel like.
Oh, I'm losing my mind over here.
When that was happening in our wedding, Brittany's in the back with her dad, and the last person before Brittany to go is the maid of honor.
Right.
And right before Brittany walks the aisle, she realized that they forgot my ring back at the hotel room.
At the hotel even?
At the hotel. So Brittany starts to freak out like seconds before she walks the aisle.
What did you do? Do I know this story? Because I feel like I don't know this story.
I never told it.
So what did you do?
How
close was the hotel? Could you hurry up?
No, I'm talking, this is seconds before.
Okay.
The seconds before she walked down. Like people had already started walking down, like the music was playing.
That's it. You're there.
Her dad said, here, take my ring. And when we got married, I was wearing her dad's wedding ring.
No way.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe I did know that. I can't remember. But
I don't think I've told that on the air.
I don't think so.
But yeah, so that was like kind of a, and so even.
That's the coolest thing ever.
So.
But doesn't it make you feel kind of naughty, like you're not really married?
No, I never.
Because it like wasn't legit.
So, and then I remember when she was up there.
That's just my OCD talking.
And like we're holding hands like face to face. She's like whispering to me. She's like, listen. Don't freak out, because she knows if you remember this part, I have like a thing about rings. Up until I wore a wedding ring, I did not want to wear one.
Right.
I was even like, do you want to get tattoos? Like, can we do something beside? I don't like jewelry.
Yeah, Kent's the same way.
She's like, listen, don't freak out. This isn't your ring.
Like, okay, I'm not going to freak out.
So here's the other thing is I wear a slightly larger than normal sized ring. A normal sized ring for a man is like a 10.
Yeah.
And I wear a 10 1/4.
Okay.
And because when I tried on rings, I didn't like the fit of the 10s, and I get scared that they're going to get on and never come off.
That's exactly why I got Kent's the size I did.
So
that's never coming off.
What size did you get him?
It's like a 7 1/4.
7 1/4. Oh,
yeah.
really?
He has very skinny fingers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's like, she knows that I'm not comfortable with this because this isn't the ring that I tried on, and I don't know if it fits, and I might put this ring on and it's never coming off, and it's not, and I didn't even know whose ring it was. Like I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
But that was a conversation. And I remember I gave her a look. I didn't say anything, but I just gave this look. I was like, and she started laughing, and people didn't know why she was laughing.
Yeah.
And
I don't even remember like suspecting anything from the crowd.
Yeah. It was pretty, people don't really know it until, it was so.
I had all of them in the room with me at City View where we got married. I had them all with me in that room. I didn't trust anyone else. So I brought them to the rehearsal the night before and left them in there.
Oh, you left the ring there?
Kept them there, yeah.
See, that's smart.
And then I kept my engagement ring just on normally, like I would.
So.
Because mine they're not together yet, but they will be. Like I'll have them connected or whatever.
Soldered?
Yes, soldered.
And then, I just remember telling her, I am so thankful it wasn't one of my friends that forgot a ring, and it was one of your friends, because you would kill me. You'd kill me.
Yeah, which is exactly why I didn't give the rings to Kent's brother. Because then, I was going to join this family, and then I was going to have to kill someone in this family.
Exactly.
He got them eventually later on. I had someone take them in literally like an hour before we walked down the aisle. I was like, okay, go take Kyle the rings.
Are there any great stories that like came out of your wedding day, or anything that's worth like anything noteworthy?
I mean, I really liked our entrance, Kent and I's entrance, because we had planned it for so long. We actually saw it on like a TikTok or another video, and it's like, well, by the way, we walked into Gold Digger, which was,
that was
very fitting. I picked that one out myself in case you couldn't tell. But I wanted to like really walk through the crowd and like dance and stuff, but they kind of just had us like divert immediately to the table, which was a little weird. But for those that didn't see it, it's like, everyone wants you to like kiss all the time when you're married, like at your wedding. Everyone's like, kiss. Everyone always wants you to kiss. So we were like, what we should do is we should walk in there. We act like we're going to kiss, and everyone gets all, woo! And then we like psych and take a drink, which is what we did. And it was like flawless. I saw videos of it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's just the coolest thing. So walking into that was really cool. We did take pictures on the riverfront. And while we're taking pictures, this boat comes so close to the shore to like get in like the back of our wedding photos. And at first I thought this dude was being a dick. I just thought he was just trying to like interrupt us, which, drunk people have been out on the water all day. That's what they do.
Oh, I'm thinking like a river boat. You're talking about like just like a douchebag boating.
Yeah, he has like a boat. Yeah. No. So he like is coming up. He like keeps going by the shore really, really close. And we're like, what is this dude doing? Is he just being a jackass? Like, we're trying to take wedding photos, obviously. And you're going to like, I hate people like that.
Yeah, sure.
I hate people like that. And so Kent, and he's literally, there's so much testosterone there. It's like him and like 7 of his best friends. And they're all like, whoo, is that guy trying to start something? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, here we go. It's going to be drama.
Yep.
Then he comes back by again, and he's trying to throw us a beer, is what he was trying to do. So he was trying to like toss it. So we have photos of this random dude on a boat, like chucking us beer to the shore. And we're like trying to catch him. And then his drunk wife tries to throw in, and she just totally ate shit and like it was probably concussed. I hope she's okay. I hope she's okay, because we watched her eat shit. She slipped and fell, and he was just like, like just having a good time. So that was cool. So I can't wait to see those like photos of them like and we're all like chugging them on the shore. It was really cool. And I don't know. it's just such a blur. Like, it's like, I don't remember anything from like getting married until like we're dancing on the dance floor. Like that whole in between of like talking and this dance and that dance. And it was just such a blur.
I found myself getting emotional during your first dance.
Yeah.
Because that was our song.
I know.
Like that was our song before it was your song.
Right, yeah.
And I was like, oh man, that took me back.
Yeah.
That took me back.
Our first dance was to Drew Barrymore by Bryce Vine, who liked my tweet one time, by the way.
Yes, let's not forget.
I'll never forget it.
I was proud of you for that.
Yeah, I'm proud of myself still. I still hold it dear to my heart that even happened.
That song was so underrated.
It was so underrated.
Him as a performer, also
so underrated.
Yeah, it's like
so underrated.
Criminally underrated. But that's radio, man. That's radio. If you're not
Ariana Grande, get off.
There were, and you're right. It's like,
but
there
you
were
know
some
what?
years where Kiss sounded, when I was in control of the music, there was like a good 8-year stretch. I was really proud of the stuff that we were playing like throughout the day. Forget like the overnights.
Right.
They were killing it.
Yeah.
But like that song could have been so much bigger, but
it should have been. And you know what really pisses me off? That literally, I'm not kidding, 5, 6, 7 people have texted me since then saying, what was that song that you danced to? What was that song that you danced to? Because they had never heard it before.
Yeah.
And to me, that's like mind-boggling. Because I'm like, oh my, it's the greatest song ever. It's my favorite song of all time.
Yeah, that was like a love at first listen song.
Absolutely. And so many people have snapped me singing it. And they're like, oh my gosh, I can't stop listening to the song now. So again, Drew Barrymore, Bryce Vine, go listen to it.
Yeah.
It's the best song ever.
You guys did a great job with that.
We had to play the edited version because it talks about effing on the coffee table and stuff. And I was like...
And that was maybe the right choice.
I think, the Maddie West in me wanted to not dance to the edited version.
I will say, if you would have taken me before I knew you were doing the edited one, and like which one was she going to choose, the radio edit or the explicit version?
Yeah.
Like she's going explicit all the way. It's Maddie.
Had my family not been there, I probably would have.
Sure, I understand.
Had most of my family not been there, I probably would have.
So that was good. Dinner was awesome.
Yeah.
We loved dinner.
I ate like a taco. I was like in such a rush to go do things.
Oh, I got seconds.
Yeah.
So you get 2 every time you go up. So I had 4 total.
And they were awesome.
Awesome. And I got chips with them too.
Nice.
We all agreed.
How was the queso?
Awesome.
Awesome?
Yeah.
I didn't even get the queso, and I was such a queso advocate, and I'm pissed off because it's like I didn't even have time to eat, and you're just like not hungry because you're just so like anxious and excited.
Yeah.
And so I don't even remember what anything tasted like.
No, it was great.
Other than the beer.
Yeah.
That tasted good.
Anything else? I mean, I'm trying to think of what else we can talk about from your big day.
The only thing that sucked, I would say, about the day is that I didn't get to have my father-daughter dance.
Okay, didn't know if we were going to talk about this.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
So let me give you what happened from like the audience point of view.
Okay, yeah.
Because
I wondered if like people were picking up on it as much
now,
or if they were just like minding their business.
So I had a little bit of an inside track because I work with Cody.
Right.
And Cody was the DJ, and I know the way the formalities go with our company.
Okay, now we do this, now we do this.
So I knew that the father-daughter dance would be next. And also, another behind-the-scenes tidbit, I made your first dance song.
I know.
Your first dance song was going to be a mashup of 2 different songs, and I went ahead and made that for you guys.
Yeah.
So I was looking forward to seeing what you guys did with it.
Yeah.
And then
we were looking forward to it, yeah.
When it was that time of the night, we saw, so Maddie's standing up there, and I think Cody called your dad up, and your dad came up and talked to you and gave you a hug, and shook Kent's hand, and then left.
Yeah.
And it was really confusing.
Right. So his wife had like, just like a medical incident that happened, and she needed to go to the doctor. And my dad
Is she okay?
Yeah, she's okay. Yeah, she's okay.
Okay, good.
From everything I know. I mean, of course, they're going to do like follow-up tests and stuff, but she's okay. And my dad was just really worried about her, and he was really in a hard place of like, what am I going to do? You know, like, this is my wife, and this is, my daughter's wedding. Like, so he was in a really tough place. And I think I was just like, just go ahead and go. But it sucks because it was literally right before what was supposed to be the father-daughter dance. But even then, like, he was just kind of like in a somber mood because he's worried about his wife. You know what I mean? And I totally understand that. If something happened to Kent, I would be hyper-focused on him or, my kid or whatever if something happened there. And so it was like, I'm just going to have to go. When I was like, I get it. I understand. It just sucks that it was like literally right before.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that no one has control over the situation. Like, I wish you just could have got sick like 10 minutes later. You know what I mean? Obviously, I know that you can't ask for that. But I think even if we would have done the father-daughter dance, I think that just like his mood would have just not been all the way there, and it just would have been forced anyway. And so I was just like, it's fine. You know what I mean? And then actually, Kent's mom had already left with Woodson before, like when it was still daylight outside. Like,
so that was another question. So we thought that, again, because we didn't know anything, we thought that just because you didn't dance with your dad, they just canceled the mother-son dance.
No, she was gone even before all that happened.
You're kidding me.
No, so Woodson started getting really cranky, and he had been, like I said, running a fever the last few days, was just not feeling it. And so she just took it upon herself. She was just like, it's okay, don't worry about it. I'm just going to go ahead and take him home. And I was like, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so
even if you would dance with your dad, he wouldn't have danced with his mom.
right, yeah.
Wow.
She was already gone, yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
I feel like we need to like do it again. You know what I mean? I feel like we just need to like, okay, Kent's mom, my dad, we all come back together. Hopefully no one has any sick children or medical emergencies. And then we can just, hopefully like the odds can work in our favor and we can do it again one day. But I was texting my dad earlier today and I sent him like a photo of, you know, like the first look when the bride turns around and the dad sees her or whatever. And I sent him that photo and I could just tell he's just so devastated that he didn't have that. He was like, I was really looking forward to my Lou Bega debut.
Yeah, so I didn't. So I remember the mashup was, it was going to be Butterfly Kisses, which is a very common father-daughter dance song.
Not me.
But it was only good. Yeah, exactly. It was only going to be that it was 58 seconds.
Yeah.
And then it turned right into Mambo number 5.
Which is me and my dad's jam.
Is that like a special song for you guys?
Well, yeah, and my sisters as well. It's just like, we just grew up and I can just like remember that like white and gold Lou Bega CD and we just played the shit out of it in my dad. I mean, I could probably tell you every song on that CD. It was just like my youth. It was just
So
Lou
did you
Bega.
guys have an organized dance planned or?
So we were sending each other YouTube videos and stuff because I guess there is like a dance to it.
Okay.
And then we were just like, you know what, freestyle.
Just freestyle
We're
it?
just going to freestyle it. I think he really wanted to do like he wanted to really put in the effort and do it. I'm like, listen, I don't know how many White Claws I'm going to have by then.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know, freestyle might be the best way to go. So that's what we plan on doing. And unfortunately we didn't get that.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
I'm just glad everyone's okay and everyone's healthy and fine. Everyone's back to normal, so it's good.
And then I'm trying to think of what else before the honeymoon.
I don't know. I ended up at the strip club.
Of course you did. You went to the strip club?
That night, yeah.
In your wedding dress?
Literally in my wedding dress. How did I almost forget that?
Tell me about it. Go ahead, tell me about it. I want to know.
Actually, I was a little bit disappointed. So when we first walked in, I was expecting everyone to be like, a bride is here.
Yes, that's what I would think.
You know
would
what
happen.
I mean? Kind of like half and half.
Who else is there? Is it you and Kent?
Yeah.
Did you go with other people?
No, we had some friends meet us there later, but at first it was just the two of us. And this one girl and her friend, this one stripper and her other stripper friend come up to us and they were like, do you guys want a couples dance? This is so exciting. And we were like, yeah. So we got a couples dance. Then we went and we sat down like in front of the stage. And then it was just kind of like, meh. It was actually like a really boring night at the strip club.
I mean, I know what happens when the strippers find out it's a bachelor party in there. You'd think if it's actually a wedding
want that
night.
Same energy.
By the way, I don't know from experience, but I know from other people's bachelor parties.
Yeah, so I was expecting it to be like a lot more hype. And there was another strip club we wanted to go to, but at that point I was just like Ken. He said like I looked over you at the strip club and I was like, if I want to have sex with her tonight, we have to leave now. Because she doesn't have much life left in her, or she just KOs.
So, I mean, I remember during my wedding, like, if you wanted me to go anywhere besides straight to bed,
right,
I would not have been able to. Now, what did you leave early or anything? Like, when did you leave?
I mean,
the
they
venue?
played the last song at midnight. They made that.
Oh my God! Yeah, I can't imagine.
Yeah, they
going
made that
somewhere else.
announcement, and I feel like we just did it because it's us, not necessarily because we wanted to.
But, I mean, you sound like you were there for at least an hour.
I would say maybe an hour. Yeah. I mean, we paid to get in. They let us right in. There was a bunch of girls outside fixing my dress, which at this point was ruined.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? They're trying to make me look presentable. I've got like half my extensions hanging out of my hair, and I'm just like, strip club! And they're like, somebody take her home.
I'm shocked that they didn't make a big deal out of this.
No, they really didn't. No, I was expecting to be like pulled up on stage or something. I was really wanting that hype. And I think had I went to Lucky Lady, which is like my go-to strip club, I would have gotten that treatment. But at the one that I went to, which I won't name them because I feel like I would be like saying something bad about them, and I'm not trying to say anything bad. I'm just trying to say bring the energy next time.
It's probably I think I know the one you're talking about.
Shake some ass.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go. You know, I'm in a dress. Let's take it off. Let's get creative here.
I mean,
people.
if all you have to do is ask Maddie nicely and take the wedding dress
That's
off,
it.
and it's
Ask Kent. He did it later.
well, congratulations again.
Thank you.
I'm glad that you had such a great day, and thank you
was
for having.
perfect.
I mean, I know that I remember. Well, you said there was me and then 2 other people that we used to work with. Because I remember I was like, "Is there anyone I got to like watch over my shoulder for?" And you're like, "No one's invited."
No,
but
and
there were
neither of those 2 other people came either.
Yeah, what the heck's that all about?
I don't know, Rob. I sure don't.
Didn't they RSVP that they were coming?
Yeah, they sure did.
That's some shit.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that RSVP'd that they were coming and they didn't.
There's only one, I'll say, family in my head that RSVP'd that they were coming, and that like I was like, really? You no showed that? Like,
Right.
Why'd you RSVP that you're coming? Then you know.
So yeah, I mean, there was probably like, I still had a blast regardless if you came or not. If you didn't come, that's your fault because it was so much fun.
It was.
Shelly kept telling everyone the code to get drinks at the bar. And by the time it was over, it was basically an open bar.
Oh, you guys had a code?
Yeah, it was Raiders. And my mom is like 6 beers deep, but she's like, just go to the bar and tell them Raiders. They'll put you on my tab. I got the tab later on. It was like $5,600. I'm like, we should have just had an open bar.
That's what we did.
We basically did at the end.
I mean, you can thank my parents for an open bar.
I do know that before the reception, before we got back from taking pictures to go to the reception, they already floated a keg. It was gone.
Yes, I heard about that. Your mom was not happy about that.
Devastated.
Yeah.
Okay, there was a bunch of West Siders in one place and we ran out of Busch Light. Not good. Like the guy at City View, he's like, I literally had to tell the sheriff on duty, we might have a problem. Like we might have a real problem. These guys are getting very angry. And I'm like, oh God.
So that's also something I've learned, like the regional differences between weddings. So like, okay, since I've moved to Indiana and been to some weddings out here, even before I was a wedding DJ, I had never ever seen a money dance at a wedding before.
Right. I don't see him at every wedding.
I had never seen an anniversary dance before.
Yeah. I can't wait. I get to do that now.
Yeah. Because
it's so exciting.
The only one Brittany and I have ever done was at your wedding.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's so exciting, right? It makes you feel so like,
Yeah, you get to, well, Brittany and I have been
Mine's
married
going to be like 4 days, but whatever.
We've been married for a year and a half, so we didn't get to dance for very long.
Right.
But like, and then another thing was like, Brittany's like, open bars aren't very big at weddings around here. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. That's just the weddings you're going to. But like, where I come from, it's like weddings are
open bar every
drink.
time.
Yeah.
I was shocked when my mom said we weren't doing open bar. But I understand just with how expensive everything else was, I get it. But like I said, by the end of it, I'm like, Mom, it was already open bar. Like you told everyone the code.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a code. And then I get an invoice for 32 Red Bull vodkas. I'm like, someone was telling someone the code, okay? Like, no one person from my bridal party drank 32 Red Bull vodkas.
It made me so happy to see your mom too.
Oh, she's the best.
Because
she was so emotional all day long.
Yeah,
I was
of course.
like,
It's
get
her
your
daughter's wedding
shit
day.
together, Shelly.
Well, she loves you.
I know. She told me I'm cut off now, though, so we're not speaking.
Well, it was. I just want it made my day to see your mom.
Yeah.
And like, it was one of those deals where it's like I'm trying all day to get her attention.
Yeah.
But like, obviously she's busy and stuff. But
Right.
then right before dinner, I had my mask on. I made eye contact with her, and as soon as she realized it was me,
I was gonna say that's all you had to do is be you,
Yeah.
and let her know that you're you, and that it
and
would have
it
been
made
over.
it made me so happy to see her.
Was she so excited?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just I love your mom so much.
when
that-
my soon to be stepdad caught Kent's thingy, he caught
That's
the
right.
garter. My mom lost her shit. Like I remember, she was just like a little jumping head in the crowd. She's like, "Oh my God!" You know, but also like my stepdad is like literally 6'7".
he's a big guy.
So it was like he was just like catch.
It seemed,
mine.
It seemed very easy. He
It's
was.
mine.
I mean, he was just like towering over everyone
He's
else. That was
huge.
there.
He's a massive dude. Yeah.
And then so that was the wedding. Let's talk about the honeymoon. Let's get into it. How was it?
It was awesome. So we decided to road trip from here to South Carolina, Hilton Head. And we did, like I said, we left the Sunday after the wedding, road trip to like Atlanta, stayed the night in Atlanta, and then road trip the next day. We just stayed at like a little shitty motel, like, you know, just for the night, then got up the next day, did it again, and got to Hilton Head. It was awesome. We stayed at like, I think it's called Omni Resort.
So I I saw this. Was it like an all-inclusive deal?
No.
No, okay.
No, I wish. That would have been awesome. And I looked for a lot of, because obviously we didn't want to travel overseas with everything going on right now, even though America's like the worst right now. I'd be better off going somewhere else.
I'd be scared that the president wouldn't let me back in.
Well, yeah. So we were just like, we tried to look at all-inclusive around here and we couldn't find anything. But so we went to Hilton Head, which we had never been to before. But Florida can be so touristy, and we still wanted to go to the beach. And so we're like, well, Ken started looking into places. We ended up at Hilton Head. So, it was awesome. We only stayed there for like 4 nights, 4 or 5 nights. I can't remember. And then we were like, on the way home, we're going to stop in Atlanta because we checked out Friday. We're going to stop in Atlanta and party in Atlanta Friday and Saturday night.
Okay.
And so Hilton Head was beautiful. We had awesome weather. The only horrible thing that happened while we were there is my dumbass was like, you know what would be so much fun? Going on jet skis in the ocean.
Sounds like fun.
It sounds like a great time, right?
Yeah, I mean,
fucking horrifying.
What do you mean?
It was the worst experience. Do you know how many things I saw that I could have sworn were a great white? A lot.
Oh, so you thought you were going to get eaten by sharks?
Absolutely, I would have gotten eaten by sharks if I stayed out there.
Well, and wasn't that a story? Like a woman was getting eaten by a shark and like a husband went over and beat the shark up like while you were gone? Like
Really?
over the past 2 weeks that happened, I'm telling you.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. But I do know that like we were so excited, and I mean we just wanted to do something fun like that. And Ken's like, let's do like the paddle boarding where you stand up and like but you have to stand up. And I'm like, no, you can like fall off of that so easy, and then you're just out in the ocean.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Okay.
That's terrifying to me. If I can't see my feet, I'm not going. But I'm like, what would be so much fun would be a jet ski.
Okay.
Because you're on like and so
Yeah,
I'm
it's like a
like,
vehicle.
I'm telling Ken, I'm like, I have to drive. Because I have to be in control of this. Because if I leave it up to him, we're going to be ramping shit. We're going to be flipping. We're going to be doing all kinds. And I'm not doing that.
Are there 2-person jet skis?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got on there. The tour guide takes us out there. I see dolphins like arms length away from me. They're like coming up out of the water like, what's up?
That's awesome.
It was so awesome until we got out of like the channel into the open sea.
Uh-huh.
Then what I can only describe as, now listen, I'm not from the South, so I don't really know, but I assume it was a tsunami hit. Like a huge storm rolls in.
Okay.
We're out in literally the middle of the ocean on jet skis in the piss pouring rain. Like you can't see anything. The waves are huge. I thought I was going to die.
Really?
It was petrifying.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
they're trying to tell us to come back in because the storm is getting so bad. They're like, and I'm like, I can't see anything. Like it's pouring rain and then you're ramping over these huge waves and you hit the next one and it comes up in your face. And I thought we were going down. We didn't, though. Obviously we made it back.
Well, now that you didn't die, isn't that an awesome story?
Absolutely not.
No?
No. They gave us our money back.
They did? Yeah. That's all, now it's an even better story. Like now it's the
They
best.
did. He was like, I could see the fear on your face. He's like, I thought for sure you guys were done.
I adored our honeymoon.
I was so scared.
The honeymoon was just like the best week of my life. Like it was just the best.
Yeah, definitely like the resort part of it and being on the beach was just so awesome. Like just the two of us, no responsibilities, no like deadlines or time limits or, you know, curfews
Kids.
or kids. So it was really cool to just be like, we can sleep if we want to sleep. Let's take a nap. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, now let's go to, like, we don't have any kind of schedule,
Yeah.
which was nice.
Let's just get food delivered here. Like let's
Right.
just get it room service.
Right,
Let's
it was
just
so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the resort was awesome. It was right on the beach. It was so awesome. And then, then we went to Atlanta coming home and we had, I told my sister, my younger sister and her boyfriend, who was also in the wedding party. So him and Kent are really good friends because he was a groomsman as well. We told them, we're like, hey, we're going to Atlanta on the way home. You guys should drive to Atlanta and party with us this weekend. Because now we're like clubbing. You know what I mean? We were relaxing on the beach. I'm like, now let's go out. Let's drink. Let's party. They came down to Atlanta. All I know is I was not ready for Atlanta.
what happened in Atlanta?
First of all, we stayed in Buckhead, which I know nothing about Atlanta.
I don't either.
You know, I don't know anything about any place other than Evansville, really. Buckhead, they call it like the Beverly Hills of Georgia. So it's like very high class, very ritzy. Like if you're driving like a Ford Fusion on the street, you stand out because every car is like Rolls Royce, Audi, Maserati, Lambo. Like nothing is like normal there.
Well, when you say you stayed there, is that because where your hotel was?
That's where our hotel was,
Okay.
yeah. Which my mom gets like points through work for hotels, and so she's like, here, you can stay here. You
now
can use
this makes a lot more sense,
right? Yeah. I didn't realize she was putting us in like this really ritzy part. I mean, you like just go to the mall and it's like anyone could be a celebrity, and the street style there is just insane. Like I was so out of my element. Like I'm like, I'll just like put on some flip-flops and some jeans. Oh no. You need like a dress and heels to go anywhere there. We drove past Cardi B's house because she lives in Buckhead.
I saw that because of Snapchat.
Yeah. And so that was really cool. And of course, like her security is like all outside and stuff like that. So we couldn't like.
How do you find where she lives?
I don't know. My sister found out. She just Googled it, which I guess you could just find out where celebrities live all the time.
Did she drink beer?
Yes. Yes. But I've like seen photos of it and stuff. So like seeing it in person was awesome.
Did you have another TikTok go viral, or was that a joke? So someone shared on Facebook going viral on TikTok again, and it was like you girls all in your robes drinking.
Oh, I don't know if that went viral or not. Now that I think about it, I forgot about that TikTok.
I didn't know. So the caption wasn't implying that it actually did go viral. Okay.
Maybe it did. I don't
know. It wasn't.
I need to follow up.
It wasn't you who posted. I forget who posted it.
No.
But you were tagged in it, so I saw it.
Right. Yeah.
And it was like we're going viral on TikTok again.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if you had or hadn't or what.
No, I need to check back up on that though.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So anything else from the honeymoon?
No, Atlanta was a blast. Like I said, being in Buckhead was such a wild experience. Like everyone there is just like so rich. Like I told Shelly, I was like, people in Buckhead make you look like shit. Like people in Buckhead make Miami look like shit.
Right.
And like I've been to Miami and it's just like sports cars and designer bags and like fashion, and Buckhead was just a wild experience. Everyone is like dressed to the tens and like it is just wild. And I stuck out so bad there because I'm just like in my flip-flops.
How does it feel to be married?
It feels the exact same as it did.
Oh, wow. That wasn't my takeaway from it.
I think the only thing that changed is just my mindset now of like, I'm married. Like I tell myself that all the time.
That was the thing with me too. Like I was always like kind of pinching myself being like, I never thought this would happen.
Right.
And now I have a ring on my finger and I don't even like wearing rings.
I know Kent hates wearing rings. He's the same way. He's like, can I just get a tattoo or something?
Yeah, and I don't have any tattoos.
Yeah.
But I was like, listen, if you would rather get a tattoo, like I will gladly do that with you if you want.
Right.
But I'm wearing the ring.
Yeah.
And I love wearing it. I look at it and I don't barely know it's there now.
Right. That's what I told Ken. I'm like, just give it some time. Like you're just not used to wearing it, but just the same as I wasn't with my engagement ring. You know what I mean? I was never used to wearing rings. I didn't like rings. You just get used to it.
I don't know. I felt something about it did make me feel closer to Brittany after we got married. And I didn't think that was possible, but I did feel closer to her.
Yeah, it is like a sense of like being closer. And now I have the same last name as my son, which is really special to me because before it was like, oh, you know, like he has a different, like if I'm filling out paperwork at the doctor or like whenever I had him, all of his documents said West as his last name because it was me and he was under my insurance at the time. And I just remember like, it always bothered me that we had different last names. Like even to this day, my mom's not remarried quite yet. And
wait, if you said if your son's last name was West, you didn't have a different last name than him.
No, I'm saying how uncomfortable it felt to not all have the same last name when I'm giving birth to Kent's child and we all do.
Gotcha.
And they're referring to Woodson as Woodson West, and it's like written on all of his documents and stuff. And I'm like, but it's not. That's not it. This is his son. You know what I mean? And it was just like a whole thing. And I just like, I felt really uncomfortable with that. But now it's so weird, like seeing my name on Facebook, like when I comment on things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is so weird. And then when I call and like make an appointment or order something or book something, and that's my new last name now, which is so weird. I'm in the process now of like Social Security, changing my ID, doing all that stuff.
I remember you saying my heart flutter when I saw Brittany Hirschbuell on Facebook. Like I loved seeing that. Yeah. Changed her name on my phone.
Right. I know. I did that on the way home. I took Kent's phone and it said
the one thing I still haven't been able to do is she still uses her on Snapchat. I can't change her name on Snapchat. I don't even know how to change it. But
oh, really?
Yeah. So like, and I'll get pissed if I see mail with her maiden name. Yeah. Like mail from people who haven't updated yet.
I know. I already
get with the program.
I already like emailed the water department. I'm like, excuse me. If I get another bill that says West, I'm going to lose my shit. But it is, just for the record, obviously, since we're here, I still plan on air going by Maddie West.
Go for it.
That's just like, it's got too much. It's got
too much
got
to
equity
in it.
It's got too much to it, yeah. But I am going to start applying for jobs with my new last name so no one knows it's me. So they're not like, this crazy bitch. Absolutely not.
Just so I know for the future, is your real last name off limits?
I think for now.
Okay.
I think for now.
I just like to know.
I mean, I'll like comment on stuff on Facebook, and obviously it says that. I'll just let people figure it out on their own.
Okay.
You can call me Maddie B, though.
Maddie B? That
sounds cool.
Sounds like Cardi B.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I can't do it.
I forgot about it.
I can't do it.
Oh,
I sound like a cat that's getting ready to throw up. Oh, my stomach hurts. I went back to the gym and now I can't move after taking a week off.
By the way, that reminds me, happy anniversary.
What?
Today is the 21st.
Yes.
Happy anniversary.
Yes.
Of
us?
No, of our very last radio show. I was fired on August 21st.
No way. It's been a year.
It's been exactly 1 year since we've done a shitty radio show.
See, I knew that like our other anniversary of being on air together was like in August.
It was earlier
too.
in August.
Yeah. Well, look at us.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
And boy, that radio station's in good shape, isn't it?
I have no idea.
No, Matt, dude, okay. So people would tell me, like, and people in radio would tell me, like, there's no way Kiss is going to last. Mm-hmm. They'd tell me that after I left. But obviously, it's like, I know it's like lip service and like, Kiss is on its ass. Like, there's not a single live local voice.
Really? I was wondering.
Well, they got rid of
all of us.
Every single voice is coming from a different city.
Places,
it's the same.
I hate that because that's like not like the radio I grew up on, and that's I don't know. It just makes me sad.
You didn't grow up on garbage radio?
Surprisingly not.
No, you grew up listening to local person. Well, thank you.
Literally.
I didn't think it would happen so fast. Yeah. But it was like 6 months later.
Oh, I knew when they fired me. That's a nail in their coffin.
Well, I mean, but that
sayonara.
Because when they got rid of you, they got rid of the only other voice on the station, and now now it's like when I see them on Facebook, I have to laugh.
Oh, I blocked them on everything.
So I blocked all the other ones. Mm-hmm. I kept Kiss because it's laughable. Mm-hmm. Their social media presence was never great to begin with.
Right.
But now it's just like
that was our fault. Remember?
Everything was our fault. Now it's just like the stuff that they told everyone not to do. It's like it's all just garbage memes. It's all like new, like the clickbaity news stuff.
Right.
It's all actually trying to have a personality.
Yeah.
It's super, super.
I do remember seeing a screenshot one time where they posted something like post something that makes you happy, and someone posted a screenshot of our podcast.
And then they hit it.
And that is, and then they deleted it. But that, I can't remember that person's name off the top of my head, I've seen a lot of cool things. I've gotten married. I've had a baby. That's third as one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
But it almost, I'll go ahead and say it brings me joy to see that station failing miserably without us.
I don't know what they expected.
I mean, it's all from a different city.
Yeah.
And remember how just the flag that they flew was, we're live, we're local, we're live, we're local. Every single voice on the station is coming from a different city.
That's sad.
And it's the same voices that are on all the town square stations across the country.
Yep. I know, because I apply to jobs all the time. And it's so funny how those shows are on all of these other ones. And literally, I will deliberately not apply to those. Yeah. I'm just like, I've worked in that situation before. I'm not doing that again. It's awful.
So, I mean, I was going to say, it does make me sad because radio in and of itself, which was a medium I just adored growing up. I wanted to be on the radio my whole entire life. The state and not just in Evansville, but especially in Evansville, it's like just on life support.
Yeah.
And people ask me all the time, like, is radio dying? And the response I always give them is, it's not dying, it's committing suicide. Mm-hmm. It's just begging you to listen to other things.
Like the Rob's podcast with Maddie West.
Podcasts in general.
Yeah.
And that's
literally what I do.
All I listen to is satellite radio and podcasts.
Yep, same.
And now we're able to like do this and have fun.
I know, I love it.
And we still get like sponsorships, and we're still having like talking about what we want to talk about. We don't have to have those air checks with fucking Chad.
I know people were like, "Oh my gosh, I can't wait to hear about your wedding," and I'm like, "Oh my god, they still care. They still want to know this stuff."
And now you can.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I didn't
Liberty
even get to say fuck.
Liberty didn't take pictures of your wedding and your videos of your entrances and spoil them for everybody.
No, thank God that didn't happen. There's still time.
So happy anniversary.
Yeah, happy anniversary.
It's been 1 year since our last radio show today.
The best year of our lives, I will say.
Hey, I'll pound to that.
Boom. 2020, everyone else talking shit. 2020's been great.
You know what, Maddie?
I got married. I started a podcast.
Being a dad
Yeah.
has been the best adventure of my entire life.
It's awesome.
And that, I did it for 3 months in 2019, but for 100% of 2020, I've been a dad.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't trade that for shit.
It's hard to say that stuff sucks when you have a kid. Like when you're like 2020 sucks. You're like, yeah, but I have a kid. That's awesome.
But he's like, he's not even one yet. He'll be one in 3 weeks.
The cutest thing I've ever seen.
Say it one more time for the people in the back.
He's the cutest thing I've ever seen. And every time I think of him, I think of your mom trying with all her tiny little muscles to hold that hunk of a baby. And I know her little arms are trembling. Because listen, I lift weights. I know struggle when I see it.
So
and poor Nancy was just like trying to hold her grandson.
I was listening to episode 1 or 2 of the podcast, which was June. And I said he weighed, it was either 27 or 28 pounds.
Yeah, he's a hoss.
He still weighs 27 or 28 pounds because now he is crawling all over the place.
Is he? Oh my goodness.
He doesn't stop, dude. He doesn't stop at all.
Now he's going to start pulling up on stuff.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
He's not walking yet.
Now you can never have a cup on a table for the rest of your life.
It's Maddie. It's every remote.
That's what I'm saying.
We have so many remotes.
Everything is up high now.
Yeah.
You have to move everything up.
And it's just like, I'm always taking stuff from him. And it's like, please. Just like,
I know. Everything now, like we have a coffee table. There's never anything on the coffee table. We have like a little fireplace, what do you, the things that go
mantle?
above a mantle. That's where like cups, like
Yep.
remotes, everything goes up there because he can't reach it. And he's 2 now, so it never stops.
we took him to the zoo this weekend.
I saw that.
It was just,
I was so glad to see you guys out and about.
Like we got to take my son to the zoo.
So much fun, right?
Like it's just it's the coolest.
And he loves it because he loves everything because he's so freaking happy all the time.
Yeah, he's such a happy baby.
Sometimes I take Woodson to the zoo and he's like, can we go?
Yeah, no, it was.
He's like a toddler.
We had such a good time, and it was just, it's just being, 2020 has, I know it's been a rough year for other people, and I get that. I can't say, it's been the worst year of my life.
I've never had to get tested for COVID. I heard that sucks.
I haven't gotten tested either.
So
I haven't shown any symptoms.
I think I'm living pretty good.
Yeah, we're all doing all right. So hopefully you can say the same. I've got some stuff here if you want to go through non-wedding stuff.
Yeah.
I saw a few things in, for some reason, over the past 2 weeks, they've announced an absurd amount of remakes that are coming.
Really?
Whether we're talking about movies or TV. I want to throw.
Burning up in here.
You're hot?
Yes. I don't know
You're
how.
never hot.
I know. I'm always cold. I'm burning up. I know.
Did you just get COVID? And
maybe. Do I look hot?
You're never.
Do I look hot?
Don't entrap me, first of all, because either way I answer will get me in trouble. That's the first thing.
My face is like hot.
You're never hot though.
I know.
You're always cold.
But I'm hot. Like even my butt's a little sweaty.
Do you just stand up or anything?
Do you want me to show my butt to the camera?
Don't.
Is that what you're getting at?
Again, this is entrapment. If I say yes, I'm in trouble. If I say no, I'm in trouble.
I get it. No, it's fine. I was just a little bit hotter than usual today. It's probably this cool hat.
What is it? It's like in the MAGA text, made you look Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, so I have a hat and
you should have worn that to the clubs in Buckhead.
You think?
No, I don't think that would have been a good idea. By the way, before we go on, I want to make something clear. I was accused of
I saw that.
I was accused of drinking from a Dallas Cowboys cup during the
And I'm
last
like,
episode.
Rob would never.
I want to make it very clear. I would never, ever, ever drink from a Dallas Cowboys cup.
My dad is thrilled to hear that.
He's a Cowboys fan, isn't he?
He has a tattoo.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I can't wait to get a Raiders tattoo.
This is a Mickey Mouse cup, but I can see
Everyone
the confusion.
show the camera. This is a water bottle.
Which I know I can't. My water, so now I'm gonna.
I know I can't prove that it's not vodka, but
But I'm glad that
the
Paul,
less you know, the better.
I'm glad that Paul asked because I want to make it very clear I was not drinking from a Dallas Cowboys.
I knew
cup.
that. I knew you would never.
My son got me that cup for Father's Day.
How cute.
My son loves Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I know. You told me when Mickey Mouse Clubhouse comes on, he loses his shit.
Oh my God. Well, it comes on, it never goes off.
Yeah, I know. That's how I am with Blippi. I'm like, oh my gosh, how many times can Blippi go to the aquarium? Come on, Blippi. Get some new content.
Night, we were dancing to, I just put on a Michael Jackson playlist on YouTube.
Yeah.
And we just he just laughs the whole
Yeah.
time. And he just loves music. And
That's awesome.
We were having a blast. So
Being a parent's awesome.
I'll quickly throw some reboots at you, see if they mean anything to you. Like, were you a Ren and Stimpy fan?
No, I think that was before me.
Might have been before your time.
Yeah.
I'm happy that that's coming back. That was a show that I loved. It was
Is
like,
that a cartoon?
I know you don't like cartoons very much either.
Not really, but whatever.
Super edgy, hoping that, I believe it's coming back on Comedy Central, so it could still be good. Hoping that it is. We'll see. All right, what about Zac Efron starring in a 3 Men and a Baby remake?
I did see that. I'm excited for this. I've been watching, just kind of when I get around to it, his show on Netflix where he like travels the world and does all kind of crazy stuff.
Elizabeth recommended that to us on our on one of our posts.
Yeah.
I saw a trailer for it. Didn't speak to me personally.
It's definitely something like Kent's for sure into. Like he just does all this stuff in the wilderness and like travels all over the place. So it's like a docuseries kind of stuff. It's pretty neat. Okay. And I mean, it's Zac Efron. That's why I'm watching.
Gotcha.
I don't care if he's in Netherlands or I don't care if he's in like Indiana.
Did you say in Netherlands?
What is it called?
I mean, it's the Netherlands.
The Netherlands. Well, I don't care if he's there, here, anywhere.
I love the movie 3 Men and a Baby. That movie's great.
That again, way before my time, but I have seen that.
I mean, it's before my time, but it was one that we watched. We were trying to find any sort of movie about having a baby,
right?
That
I
we
remember
could
that.
as like parenting prep.
Yeah,
that movie is great. Still holds up. And a fun fact: that's the movie that inspired the TV show Full House.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Huh. Which Full House is, that's Bay. We love Full House in my house.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be a new Saved by the Bell. I didn't watch Saved by the Bell. This one I'll probably...
I definitely did.
Oh, really? Oh, so, okay, go ahead, please.
I don't like that it's getting a reboot. This is the first I've heard about it for one.
Okay. Are
they going to be new characters, OG characters, just new people? Like
it features a new cast along with Mario Lopez and Elizabeth Berkley, who played AC Slater and Jesse Spano in the original. Mm-hmm. At the end, they have a joke about Jesse's infamous battle with caffeine pills. In the trailer, the song "I'm So Excited" plays. A new character holds up a bottle of caffeine pills. Okay, forget that part.
So it has just 2 of the original cast that are going to play somehow into it?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. No, I don't want it.
It's going to be on Peacock if you care. Do you know what Peacock is? Okay, so Peacock it's NBC's streaming service that just launched.
Okay.
And it's actually not too terribly bad, and it's free. There's a free version of it. There's a free and paid version of it.
Okay, now I'm listening.
Yeah, so you'll be able to watch it if you want to, I think.
Okay. I don't know if I want to because that's just such like an OG thing. I feel like you don't mess with it.
So
a cartoon maybe I could see, but
I did not watch Saved by the Bell when it first aired. I've seen a few episodes, and by few I mean like less than 10 in syndication.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's fine. But
it's definitely a 90s TV show. I remember my older sister watching it a lot more than I did, and I would watch it when she would watch it.
Everyone always assumes I'm a humongous Fresh Prince fan, and I get why. It's Will Smith, and they even say West Philadelphia in the theme song, and everyone out here knows me as the Philadelphia guy.
Yeah.
Again, I've seen a few episodes in syndication, never watched it when it was live. I think I didn't watch it because it was on Monday nights, and that's when wrestling was on. But still, they're rebooting, my understanding is they're rebooting the Fresh Prince as like a drama.
Really?
Yeah, as like...
I love Fresh Prince Bel-Air, and so does Kent.
Yeah, I mean, it's
big time.
This one seems more optimistic to me.
Is Will Smith in it?
I don't think so. Oh, he's developing it. He's developing it.
Okay. No, I don't want it.
There's a... Okay.
Leave shit alone.
Okay. This is the one... Okay, so this next one is the one that's closest to my heart.
Okay.
Speaking of Will Smith, he's going to be starring in it along with Kevin Hart. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Okay.
But Kevin Hart drives me insane.
Plane, is in a bad way?
Yes, he is so annoying to me.
He's hit or miss with me, I would say.
I'm just like, we get it, you're short and you have to make up for it.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is a movie I watch every single year. We watch it on Thanksgiving because it's like the only movie that's set around Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And it stars Steve Martin and John Candy.
I don't know who either of those people are.
You know Steve Martin. Okay. He's the guy with gray hair. He's funny. Oh God, you would 100%.
I'll just Google him. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Google Steve Martin.
Okay. And then everyone.
John Candy, the big funny fat guy from the 90s from
Steve what?
Steve Martin.
Martin. And then John Candy?
Candy. He's in
Okay.
Home Alone and.
Okay. Yeah, I know who Steve Martin is. He's on the Pink Panther.
Yeah. Of course, you would know him from the Pink Panther. John Candy's in Home Alone. You know Home Alone, right?
Yes.
The polka guy who takes the mom home. John Candy's in so many. You would know John Candy.
I thought he was dead.
He is dead.
Oh.
I'm saying he was in the original.
Oh, okay.
From '87.
I was like, what? How you gonna wake up dead?
Will Smith and Kevin Hart are playing their roles.
Okay.
Anyway, I love this movie.
Okay.
I feel
follow.
I feel like it's already perfect, but I'm happy that it's getting the attention that, it's getting the attention of a reboot, I guess. So I expect Steve Martin's role to be played by Will Smith. He's like more the straight guy, and then Kevin Hart will play the goofy John Candy role, I would assume. Basically, the plot is like they have to travel together because their flight gets canceled. They're trying to get home for Thanksgiving in time.
I think I would like it.
It's so you have to
love Will Smith.
You have to watch the original.
I'm really sad Jada cheated on him.
They got entangled.
That was an entanglement.
It sounds like it's not technically cheating if Will's not mad about it and it was in like the rules of their relationship.
But I remember watching that Red Table Talk with him and Jada whenever the entanglement conversation happened, and I remember I was just like, man, Will looks like he just has been through it.
It did seem like he
looked exhausted.
But that's why I always would tell you dude, like with these strip clubs and everything, it's like you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
And I know you're young right now and you just got married and everything's so exciting, but you just gotta I'm not saying you have any anyone I know that has open rules in their relationship. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You probably know some people I'm talking about. We used to work with some.
I know a few.
It always ends disastrously.
Badly. I know.
And when you're a kid, and I hear people talk about having threesomes on the Howard Stern show, and I'm like, man, I can't. My wife's gonna no, I don't want that.
For the record, we've never done that.
No, and don't. And I haven't either.
Audience, we've never done that. I know people are shocked right now.
I'm telling you, you don't want that.
I know, no.
Because
you know what? I would watch and I'd beat the shit out of her.
It's
just not good for anybody.
It's just not going to, that's going to be the thing. It's not good for anybody.
Right. Gotcha.
So that's the one I'm most excited about, even though
I would be excited to watch that.
I don't think it needs to be redone, but this Thanksgiving, watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Okay,
find some way to watch it.
Okay.
I saw that.
If it's streaming anywhere, someone let me know.
I can let do you have a DVD player? Mm-hmm. With you never know. I can lend you the DVD.
I do have one. Yeah.
I saw Ellen very publicly fired 3 of her biggest producers.
Yeah, and this came after everyone was like, Ellen show sucks. It's a toxic work environment.
Yep.
Were these the people that were making it toxic, or were these the people that were saying it's toxic? Because there's a difference.
I just think, I don't know what the answer to that question is. I just think she had to do it to save face.
Definitely.
I think that she's doing it to save face.
So she's telling us these are the bad apples and I got rid of them.
I'm not saying she said
that's kind of like what if it was for it to be as public as it was when she did this. I think she's trying to say hey, we're weeding out the bad guys. You know what I mean? I feel like that's kind of the impression she's trying to give is that she's handling her business.
You know, one of my thoughts was about this when I saw this. I was like, oh, if this was Town Square Media, the company we used to work for, they'd fire the people getting bullied.
Oh, like us?
Yeah, right, exactly. Oh. And they'd keep the bullies in line.
The big bad wolves.
Yeah, exactly.
And fire the 3 little pigs. Look at us go.
They fired more than 3 little pigs. They fired several little pigs. But anyway,
glad you think I'm little.
I got a few more things if you want.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to throw some pop culture rivalries at you.
Okay.
And then we're going to decide who's better.
Okay.
Okay. This will be fun. For example, who's the best boy band of the 90s? NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
Backstreet Boys.
Me too. I agree.
Them in concert. Never saw NSYNC in concert.
These were asked by BuzzFeed, and Backstreet has 63% of the vote.
Okay, so it's pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about the best superhero cinematic universe? Marvel or DC? And do you know the difference?
Yeah, well, I know DC is like Batman, and I know Marvel is like Spider-Man.
Okay. Well, Marvel's a lot more than Spider-Man.
Well, yeah, so it's like Iron Man, Hulk.
Yeah, all the Avengers, Black Panther.
Right.
Wonder Woman is DC. What else is DC?
Harley Quinn,
Superman,
Joker.
Harley Quinn, Joker, yes. Yeah. Now, here's what I will say.
Didn't somebody buy somebody and now they're all one recently?
No, Disney bought Marvel, but DC is still DC. I think DC is actually owned by Warner Brothers, actually, but nevertheless, I will say this. The best cinematic universe is easily Marvel.
I think so. I was going to say that too.
However,
Harley Quinn can get it. I get it.
That's
totally.
That's true.
That's it.
The Batman movies are among the best movies of all time, and not just comic book movies.
Right. So Marvel's kind of hard to keep up with nowadays. I'm like, where are we? Wait, what?
That became my problem with Marvel.
I'm like, what and who and how is this all related? Now we're going backwards. Now we're going backwards.
There was a new movie every month, they lost me.
Right.
But like those first 3 Iron Man movies.
Oh yeah,
and
definitely.
Like the first Hulk and the first Thor.
Yeah.
Like those were all really good. I was up till the first Avengers movie, I was hooked. Anytime one came out, I went and saw it. But then after that, I was just like, God, another one.
Yeah, Kent would for sure probably say DC because I think, like you said, the Batman movies and stuff, he is so like diehard about that. But his brother can tell you like all of the storylines ever of all the Marvels. Like he just like knows all of it and how this person comes in and this movie was that, and it's just like he gets it.
The Dark Knight is maybe the best movie ever made.
That is the one that I've seen. Yeah,
where Heath Ledger is a Joker.
Yeah.
God. That movie is
I know.
so
Kent's like,
good.
I could watch it over and over and over.
Okay, which is the best? By the way, Marvel won 88 to 12%.
No way.
That's definitely the right answer, Marvel.
Right. Excuse me, I just didn't expect it to be like
a
landslide like that. Yeah.
Which of these is the best singing competition show? Which I'm sure we don't watch them, but I still have an opinion. American Idol, The Voice, or X Factor?
Like I feel like I have to say American Idol because it's been around forever, but I honestly think The Voice is better.
Me too.
Yeah.
I agree. And they're winning. They've got like 47% of the votes.
Yeah, American Idol I feel like it's over.
Team Edward or Team Jacob from the Twilight movies?
I feel like Team Jacob probably.
So if you're going based on physical appearance, I'm Team Jacob. I think he's much more attractive than
Maybe that's why
Edward.
I'm saying Jacob.
But if you're going by actual who cares about Bella Moore, I'm Team Edward.
Okay. But didn't someone make, no, because I think Jacob, like, there was like a baby and then Jacob wanted to date that baby in one of the movies. When
I think you're right.
I'm like, what the fuck? That's not right.
Wait, which one wanted to date the baby? Edward or Jacob?
Jacob wanted to date
I forget.
Bella's baby.
I didn't love the movies.
Bella and Edward had a baby. I'm pretty sure. So I didn't watch this one. I never saw the one where they had the baby. I only saw like maybe the first one or two. But I know that then Jacob was like, hey, that baby though. And then I was like, what?
By the way, don't Google Woody Allen.
Why?
I told you this before. Woody Allen, he married Mia Farrow.
Is she a baby?
Mia Farrow had a daughter already. So Woody then went on to marry his stepdaughter. Yeah, right? And it's not a movie.
We have to stop this shit.
This is a long time.
Was not okay now either. But I remember hearing that about Jacob and I was like, dude, you have like an 8-pack. You could go get any wolf you wanted.
Can someone confirm in the comments if Maddie, if this sounds right to me?
Did Jacob have a crush on the baby?
It wasn't like before the baby even came out. Like, wasn't it like
he like was imprinted on it, I think is what they called it. And I'm like, it's still pedophilia.
All right, so who was the superior vocal powerhouse of the 1990s?
Oh, God.
Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey?
Oh, Whitney Houston.
That's the right answer.
Mariah Carey gets on my damn nerves.
60% to 40% is Team Edward.
I forget about her until Christmas time, and then she's like, remember me?
Okay, Mariah Carey, while she's kind of a joke now, in the 90s,
oh, yeah.
God, she was it. She was it. But if I have to listen to the all the songs of one versus the other, I'll take Whitney every day.
I don't like Mariah Carey's attitude either.
Which is the better children's show? The Muppets or the Sesame Street?
Sesame Street.
Oh, I disagree, even though they're winning. Yeah. Especially more now because we've exposed him to both of these shows, and he adores Muppets.
Really?
It doesn't matter if it's the cartoon Muppet Babies, doesn't matter if it's the live action Muppets Now, the new show.
Yeah.
He likes the Muppets.
Kent Woodson loves Sesame Street. Kent loves Big Bird.
Kent will not shut up about Snuffleupagus. I don't know why that was so funny to me. Maybe it's because I just saw the man.
Snuffleupagus. I'm gonna need a minute.
Sesame Street is winning 61 to 39.
Funny. That was funny.
But
I haven't laughed that hard in a long
So
time.
if you would have asked me when I was a kid which one, I would have said Sesame Street.
Yeah, me
Now as a
too.
grown up, and if you would ask my son, I'm Team Muppets.
I don't think I ever watched Muppets, so I can't speak on it.
I don't care about either one of these. I don't think you do either. Which is the better space saga, Star Wars or Star Trek?
I would have to say Star Wars just because Kent will divorce me if I say Star Trek. Or I'm sorry, it would still be considered an annulment.
Oh, you're still in that window?
Yeah.
There you go, good. Star Wars obviously winning 85-15.
Yeah.
Okay, Britney Spears versus Christina Aguilera.
Britney Spears.
I surprised myself with this answer. I went Christina.
Did you? Now listen, I love Christina. But I think, oh God, now I'm second guessing. I still think Britney's who I listen to more. Because I think my mom was like, Christina Aguilera, my God, what is she doing?
I feel like
the Dirty video.
Oh, yeah, yes, I know the video you're speaking of. Britney's winning 86. That's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Marvel Chris? Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, or Chris Pratt?
Probably Chris Hemsworth.
Again, okay. If we're going by strictly physical appearance, I'm Hemsworth. If
Okay.
we're going by just in general, who would I want to hang out with more? Taking Chris Pratt.
Or can we do like an F, Marry, Kill?
Sure.
Because
do
I
it.
think I would marry Chris Pratt because I think he's like a good dude.
I agree.
But I would probably fuck Chris Hemsworth. And then what was
Same.
the other one?
Chris Evans.
Well, obviously
Captain
he's
America.
dead. Obviously he's dead because I couldn't even remember him.
Yeah, okay. Captain America's nothing to sneeze at, though. He's a good-looking
Does
guy.
Captain America die anyway?
I don't know.
Spoiler!
I didn't watch him, but I think I've heard that before. Chris Hemsworth is winning at 49%.
Yeah. Oh, is he? Wow. Okay.
Do you care about Pokemon versus Digimon? Pokemon's destroying at 96-4%.
What is Digimon?
It's like a Pokemon ripoff.
Is that like a Tamagotchi?
It's like a digital monster. It's like, but they tried to capitalize off the Pokemon thing and didn't
work.
out. And then, you'll care about this one because I don't care about any of these. What's the premier social media platform? Titter. I deserve that. You'll know
If
why.
you show me your titter, I'll show you my snow. It took so much to get that out. Your wheezing is making it even better.
That was a combination of Twitter and TikTok, and it came out Titter.
You know, we might be onto something here. Because aren't they going to ban TikTok?
We should make a Titter,
We're going to make a Titter account.
or it could be like.
Are you going to get in trouble for that?
What do you mean?
Like when earlier I said, am I hot? You said I'm going to get in trouble. Are you going to get in trouble for talking about titters?
I don't know. It might depend.
My stomach hurt.
Probably yes.
Yeah.
Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok.
What's the better what?
social media platform?
Instagram.
Okay.
Instagram's probably.
I thought you were gonna say TikTok for sure.
No, listen, TikTok could keep me entertained for hours, but I don't like engage with it as much as I engage
Why
with Instagram.
do I not care at all about TikTok?
I just do it as kind of like a time. It's like just a way to pass time. It's kind of like Vine. Remember Vine was a thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just like that. Just short little
I'm
videos.
not looking for more. I get plenty of social media with Facebook.
Yeah. It's just something like fun to kill time.
Okay. Boy, I'm having fun now. You still got time? You're good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
We're good. All right. I'm gonna give you. Just the name of this makes me laugh. I'm gonna give you 10.
Snuffleupagus?
You know it's a thing, right?
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about,
Okay.
but I just like never have said it out loud, I guess.
I'm gonna give you 10 bands.
Okay.
One at a time. You tell me, are they worse than Nickelback?
Okay.
So
I saw somebody that shared something earlier that said it's 2020. It's time to admit that we all didn't hate Nickelback as much as we said we did.
And I think that that's fair.
Yeah.
But the thing is, with Nickelback, it's fun to hate on them.
Right.
They're not the worst band in the world, which
Yeah.
we're going to prove here in a second.
Okay.
So I'll give you the name of the band, and you tell me if they're worse than Nickelback.
Okay.
Number 1, Imagine Dragons.
No,
I agree. Imagine Dragons better than Nickelback.
I think so.
This next one's tough for me.
Okay.
Buck Cherry.
Worse than Nickelback.
I think I'm going to go with Buck Cherry. I think I prefer Buck Cherry, but I don't know. Buck Cherry had like a real hot album.
Yeah.
That one that had like Crazy Bitch on it, and Sorry.
I'm pretty sure that was my mom's ringtone at one point.
That would make total sense. I'm going to go Buck Cherry on this one,
Okay.
but I think that it's not a bad choice to say
Okay.
Nickelback.
Okay. That's really the only song I can think of.
Okay. Well, Hoobastank.
Oh my God, I forgot all about
Me
them.
too. See, I consider them more of a one-hit wonder, but their one hit is better than any Nickelback song.
Well, what song am I thinking of then?
The Reason?
Okay, yeah. Okay. I would say that they're worse than Nickelback.
I mean,
I definitely sing along to Nickelback more than this.
Yeah. The Reason is the best song. Like the best song between any of those is better than The Reason's better than any Nickelback song.
Right, yeah.
But just having one song, like I think I'd rather have all the Nickelback songs than just The Reason.
Yeah.
This one, 5 for Fighting.
I don't know what that is.
I don't even really know much about them, so I'm going to say they're worse than Nickelback.
I would agree.
Train. I'm going to let you answer because I have a strong opinion about this. Like you won't change my mind.
I don't think that they're worse than Nickelback.
Train is much better than Nickelback to me. I adore Train.
Isn't that who sings Meet Virginia?
Meet Virginia, Hey Soul Sister.
Okay.
The list goes on and on.
Okay.
Drops of Jupiter.
Okay.
Dude, if you want to come back with some Nickelback, I will drop your ass. like that. I love that song.
That is a good song. Yeah, okay, so Train's better than Nickelback, definitely.
Papa Roach.
I think better than Nickelback.
I'm going to take Nickelback all day over Papa Roach.
Okay. I just remember being a grungy teenager and I was like, yeah, Papa Roach. But that was probably just more for aesthetics.
I associate it with the soft grungy teens who are trying to rebel.
Right, yeah. That was me.
You guys are the poser type.
Right,
I don't know, douchey stuff.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Who's better? Nickelback
Okay.
or Maroon 5?
Maroon 5.
Much better.
Much better.
Now, current Maroon 5,
Meh.
I could piss on.
Right, yeah.
But old school Maroon 5, I'm going to say up until Payphone.
Okay.
You got a lot of hits there.
Okay.
I like most of those songs.
Yeah, okay. Yep, I agree.
All right, Stained.
I think better than Nickelback.
I do too.
Yeah.
I like Stained.
Yeah, I've seen them a couple times.
U2.
Oh, worse than Nickelback.
Okay.
Why aren't we hating U2 the way that we hate Nickelback?
Because
They're so similar.
U2 has sucked for 20 years.
Right.
But they had 20 years where they were awesome
Right.
too.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many diehard U2 fans
Look,
that's what's not letting it die.
Before you say Nickelback is better than U2, you have to listen to One. You have to listen to With or Without You. You have to listen to Mysterious Ways.
So you're saying it's better.
U2 is a much better band than Nickelback.
Okay.
Now, this last one might be the hardest one yet. Buck Cherry's been the hardest one for me so far.
Okay.
Number 10, the last one. Smash Mouth.
Ooh.
Okay.
I know they only have a few hits, but I still say they're better than Nickelback.
I think I agree. First of all, that Hey Now, You're an All-Star.
That's it. That's all I need.
That song is so...
That shit's on every Nickelback song ever.
That's what I think too. And they also had
It was in Shrek.
Yeah, right? Well, and they also
You can't just be in Shrek and be mediocre.
Didn't they also do the I'm a Believer on Shrek?
Yeah.
They did...
I'm sorry, what Nickelback songs were in Shrek?
Exactly.
My argument here is done.
I think this is probably the closest one, but I'm going to go with Smash Mouth.
Yeah, same.
Personally. So, there you go.
Look at this photograph. I'm going to have that song stuck in my head all day now.
Every time I do it makes me laugh.
It's just so
How did our eyes get so red?
How? Oh,
What the hell is on Jimmy's head? This is so bad.
awful.
God, maybe they are the worst.
They might just be. It's just too dramatic. I feel like I'm in high school again listening to a girl cry in the bathroom about her boyfriend. I'm just like, shut up.
Do you care about what
Jessica.
Halloween costumes are going to be popular this year? I'm not sure I do.
How much time we got?
I mean, we're fine on time, but
Okay.
We can pass on this one.
Okay.
All right. Here, you know what? Maybe I'll save it for next week.
Okay.
Oh, I wanted to tell you this.
I did see Halloween stores are starting to pop up around the city, though.
All right, well, then let's go through it real quick. The only thing I thought was interesting was the Tiger King. It's supposed to be a real popular costume.
Oh, yeah. I could see that for sure.
I saw this and immediately thought of you for two reasons.
Yeah.
So one, it's about Netflix. And two, it's about the screaming goats. I know you love the bleeding, the sound of a bleeding goat.
Yes. Well, that's dramatic.
What?
A bleeding goat?
Bleating.
Oh.
That's the
Oh
name
my
of
God, I
not-
thought it was
not
like
bleeding.
dying and it was screaming in pain. I'm like, oh my God, is that what's really happening?
The sound a goat makes is a bleat.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
if you don't know what a bleat is, please.
Only it's way higher pitched than I can even make it.
I even...
That was so good.
That's also the sound a Snuffleupagus makes.
No, I bet they're like,
Yeah, it's like, hey,
it's like,
bird.
it's like Eeyore.
It's also the sound Chad Kroger from Nickelback makes. It's like, look at this photograph. What the hell
Are
is
you
on
laughing
Jimmy's?
yet? Oh, that's funny.
So you know when you turn on a Netflix original, it makes that ta-dum sound, that ta-dum. That sound they almost used a bleeding goat for, but they didn't.
What a missed
And it was going to
opportunity.
be kind of like you know how like the MGM movies start with the 3 lion roars? They thought it would be kind of like a parody of that to do like a sound of like a bleating goat.
Well, they should have.
I thought so too.
Oh, what a missed opportunity. We should
know.
make it
A part of the show?
podcast, the intro, and then, Rob and Maddie.
Yeah, maybe I can make the first sound of the show. Are you looking at your watch? You okay?
Yeah. No, I'm okay, but Ken text me something about baby wipes. Because I'm
Ask
sure.
him what's better, Marvel or DC.
Oh, okay, I will.
Okay. Would you, as someone who just had a wedding, would you rather shrink your wedding guest list or postpone your wedding? I know you didn't have a choice. You had to postpone your wedding.
Would I rather what now? Shrink guest list or postpone?
So let's say, I'll even throw a number out there. Let's say you had to cut 30% of your wedding guests, but you got to keep August 8th. Or you could keep all of your guests and have it, you'd have to push it back again.
No, cut the guest list.
Cutting the guest list by 30%.
Yeah. Well,
What
because
if it
when I
was-
think of everyone that was dancing with me on the dance floor, I'm like, if just you guys came, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like everybody else was just kind of background noise, but like the people that were out there with me, like during the dollar dance and like having fun, like I'm like, everybody else, I'm like, where were you?
But I was thinking, like, if you cut, let's say you cut 50%, Brittany and I probably wouldn't have been on the list
Oh, you
anymore.
guys would have been in there.
I don't think so. For
Over an auntie or something for sure.
you'd have put us there before an aunt?
No, but before a lot of other people, definitely.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take that. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm the only coworker
You're-
you had that showed up,
You're my snuffleupagus.
and you're my big bird.
No, I'm your titter.
See, I'm thinking if we make Titter, it needs to be a combination of like TikTok and Tinder.
Ooh. Where you just like show a little nip and then if they like it, they can click on it?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
it's just like
some
a little,
sort of
like-
perverted.
Like a little 60-second clip. Kind
Yeah.
of like OnlyFans, only like in a TikTok version.
There you go. Yeah, maybe you pay for it,
Yeah.
and then we can get like 30% of the take.
I'm taking fucking more than that.
Well, I mean, but then no one's
I'm going to be over there like,
What
Jessica.
does OnlyFans take?
I have no idea.
We'll take whatever OnlyFans takes.
Man, if they don't take too much, I just might.
I mean, they're probably taking at least 10%.
I would think at least, definitely. Yeah.
If anyone knows how much
Let me-
OnlyFans takes,
Let us know and drop your link.
and I was gonna say, and yeah, go ahead and drop your link. All right,
We'll subscribe.
Wanted to know, what is your preferred liquor? And I'll tell you what it says about your personality.
Okay.
Like, I'm a rum guy.
Okay. It really just, see, rum's like last on my list. It really just depends if I'm making a mixed drink or if I'm taking shots.
Gotta just associate. What do you identify as? If you can only have one type for the rest of your life, to me, it's easily rum.
Okay. Vodka, I guess, just because it's so versatile.
Vodka, okay. Vodka drinkers
Lay it on me.
are the most likely to get naked in public.
Oh, well, wouldn't you know it?
Whiskey drinkers
That's
get
Kent.
get arrested the most.
Oh, yep. Or punch holes in the wall, either or.
Oh, it says you're most likely to get a tattoo after drinking vodka.
Okay. I haven't yet.
Rum was next.
All my tattoos were before I was even 21.
You're more likely to set something on fire while drinking tequila.
See, tequila, if I'm shooting tequila, like, did you see the thing at the wedding?
What thing?
The take a shot and take your seat? There was like a little table as you walked into the reception from the ceremony.
Yes, I got
was
to
a
take a
little
secret
shot.
passageway
Oh.
because I knew the DJ. And I'm
Okay.
very important.
Yeah.
So we
Well, there was like a table set up that said take a shot and take your seat, and it was just all shots
we
of
saw people
Patron.
coming in, but Brittany and I aren't drinking right now.
Right,
So, So, and it says tequila causes the worst hangovers, followed by vodka, then whiskey, and then
yeah.
rum, and then gin.
I love Moscow Mules, too. That's my favorite drink ever.
Wanted to get your thought on.
That's vodka.
So apparently there is a rumor. You know how Taco Bell got rid of 7 menu items and people
Yeah.
are really pissed about it? So they're making way for potentially new ones. And one of those things, and people are just kind of weirded out by this, is chicken wings.
I didn't even know that Taco Bell had chicken wings.
They don't yet. That's the thing.
Oh, they're adding it.
No, they're considering. It's a rumor.
I think let's not. I think you're already just tearing people's stomachs to pieces. Adding chicken wings is dangerous.
So-
Kent would be thrilled.
Look, I'm going to try it. Don't get me wrong.
Right. He would be thrilled to know that there's fast food chicken wings.
There are
like
plenty of
well, like in the
go to-
Taco Bell format at like 3 in the
You
morning.
can get rallies at chicken
Yeah.
wings. You can go through a
Does
drive-thru.
Raleigh really have chicken wings?
Yeah,
Really? Boneless or
Yeah.
bone in, like traditional?
I think so.
Okay.
I always order bone out.
Same, but
But-
he can't have gluten, so he can't have breaded anything. So
Yeah,
it's got to be.
well, I'm supposed to do the bone in because I'm diabetic.
Yeah.
Here, real quick, I'll give you a few more things.
'Kay.
You know, because every week I tell you things that the pandemic is killing.
Mm-hmm.
The pandemic may bring a permanent end to snow days.
Oh my gosh, that makes me so sad.
Because now that we've realized we can have school virtually,
Yeah.
they're saying that snow days will just become like virtual days.
Okay.
And then also haunted houses. Because, you know, you get so close when you scare
Right,
people. You
yeah.
miss haunted house. I'm thinking about, because I love the haunted houses in
Same.
Evansville.
Yeah.
You can't do it. You can't, at least this year you can't do it.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to this year. I was thinking about that because I was like, what? Like, there's going to be no trick or treating this year. There's going to be, like, it's going to be really sad.
It's going to be weird, that's for
know.
sure.
so weird.
Here, I'll save a few, since we're doing okay on time, I'll save a few of these for next week.
Okay.
I've only got 2 more things.
All right, let's do it.
Let's just do it.
Yeah.
We'll wrap it up. I'm going to tell you a thing. I want to know, well, these are the top 10 things people do the same way every day.
Okay.
And I'm curious if you do these things the same way every day.
Okay.
Like, for example, do you and Kent have a side of the bed?
Yes.
And you always sleep on that side?
Absolutely. Even when we're like in hotels, it's still like I always have to be on this side of you no matter where the bed is.
I haven't thought about that.
Yeah.
But I think that's right.
Yeah. No, if Kent's like on my left side, I'm like, this is weird. Like if I'm laying on my back and he's right here, it's so weird.
Okay, so now that I think about it, when we went from my apartment to the townhouse, I think we switched sides. And no, we kept it from the townhouse to our house. Our honeymoon. I don't know. I think hotels are a free-for-all for us.
Okay. Not us.
Okay.
Not us. He has to be on my right side.
So he's on your right side, so if I'm laying there. Brittany's on my left side, so I'm on Brittany's right side.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the way it should be.
Interesting.
Unless it's like scary somewhere and I'm like, you have to sleep closest to the door or whatever. You have to die first.
So I think that's part of Brittany's strategy
Yeah.
is she likes to be, I think I'm the sacrifice.
Protected.
Yeah.
But we all know I'm crazy. So I'm like, break into my house.
That's
I dare
the thing.
you.
If you break into my house, Brittany's going to kill you before I'll even get to you.
And listen, I got a baby in that other room too. So that just brings out a whole different kind of beast in you.
Do you guys have a spot on the couch?
Yeah.
I'm going to.
No, Woodson has a spot on the couch.
Oh, so he's got the one spot?
We shuffle around him where we are welcome, which he'll tell us no.
So we definitely have a preferred side, but it's not law like our bed is.
Right, same.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely have my spot that I sit in the most, but I'm also home with Woodson all day, and so it's just like
Yeah.
habit for me to sit here and he sits here.
Do you have the same bedtime routine?
Yeah,
So do you go to bed the same time every night?
roughly. Yeah.
Really? Okay, that's I'm going to say that's a no for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's about the same time, but I mean, like, you know, I'd say most nights we're watching something together, but every once in a while she'll go in the room and watch something and I'll stay out and watch something.
Yeah, usually it's when we put the when we put the kid to bed, he'll like let the dog out and put her up in the kitchen for the night while I'm getting Woodson to sleep, and then by the time I'm out, he's in the bedroom and then I just go in there.
Do you eat the same breakfast every day?
No.
You
I don't
do
eat
that.
breakfast. I've been fasting.
Fasting?
I've been doing intermittent fasting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I don't eat breakfast anymore.
Is this part of a crazy diet you're doing?
No, it's just like, I mean, it has like dietary benefits, obviously, but I've only been doing it like a month or so, so I really don't know yet. I haven't lost any weight from it yet.
Okay, and I'm going
Can't
to
talk me into doing it.
intermittent fasting. It sounds awful.
But oh my God, I just want like breakfast all the time.
Well, eat it. You're supposed to have it.
I know.
So wait, what is the benefit of doing this?
I don't know yet.
How long have you been doing it?
Well, so it's like when you allow your body to get really hungry, then it will start eating on your fat. And then when you fast, so your body will start using that stored fat as energy to fuel you through
God,
the
I
day.
hate being hungry.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
But I've kind of gotten used to it now. I just try to stay really busy.
Okay.
But I'm like, why isn't the weight coming off? How come I haven't lost any more weight?
I mean, how much?
If I don't lose at least 5 more pounds by the end of this month, I'm going to go back to French toast. It's over.
That's have breakfast. I feel like personally, but
I've been eating avocado toast the last couple days though.
here, you know what? I'll save this one for next week.
Okay.
we'll compare hygiene to the average person. I know you like doing we used to do that on the radio.
I want to do that.
You want to do it now?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it now.
Do it now.
All right. How often do you take a shower?
Every day.
Yeah.
I'm also one of those freaks of like a freak girl that washes my hair every day as well, just about.
Okay.
Girls now, like they take pride in like only washing their hair like once a week.
That's the next one. So 60% of people said they shower at least once a day.
60%?
Yeah.
That's horrendous.
But I've been doing it twice here lately because
Yeah, we usually do it twice too.
So I do it before work because I've been running before work. Now, if I don't run before work, I won't shower before work.
Right.
But Brittany makes me shower after work because of COVID.
Right.
So I do it every time we leave the house and we come back, we got to shower.
Okay.
So it's
Does
at
she
least
wash her hair every day?
I don't know if she washes her hair.
You don't know if she always has wet hair at some point through the day? Is her hair always wet at some point?
Well, I mean, she showers.
So she washes her hair when she showers?
I don't know if she
don't.
I don't know if she puts shampoo in it or not,
They'll
but
just like put it up and then they'll just like wash their body and they won't wash their hair.
I think she washes her hair every day.
Okay. I'm just saying nowadays that's so rare. Like my mom, my sisters, they're like, I only wash my hair once this week. And I'm like, I could never get away with that. My
All
hair
right,
would
so
be
here, let me
nasty.
catch up here. 60% of people are showering once a day. 35% said every other day. 1 in 20 said when I start to smell. The next question is, how often do you wash your hair? Do you wash it every time you shower? And 24% of people, which is not that much, said yes.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm in the minority other than dudes, the girls that wash my hair every day.
So I'll do my hair. I won't do it in the morning, but I'll do it at night because I hear too much shampoo can be bad.
Right.
So I'll just do it every night.
I know, yeah, too much shampoo can be bad. Well, that's why like girls are like, yes, I don't have to wash my hair all the time. It's so nice. My shampoo lasts forever, blah, blah. But I'm like, my hair gets so nasty.
I mean, I have so much hair that I don't want it to get stinky, but,
Right.
I
feel ya.
That's when I watch the podcast back,
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with how bald I am.
Really?
It drives me crazy.
I'm obsessed with how good my guns look.
I saw you were flexing last time.
Yeah, look at them.
Look at you. You just,
can do this
cracked.
cool
you just,
thing with
Maddie
my-
just broke a bone for
I
you
did,
guys.
yeah. Almost a nail.
Do you ever wash your feet?
You know what?
38% of people said no. The soap dripping down does
the job.
I don't specifically go and wash my feet.
Me either. And you want to know something funny? So I was in the bath today because I love taking baths. I was in the bath earlier today, and I had my little loofah, and I was washing my body, and I just went down and scrubbed my little piggy toes because I was like, you know what? It's been a really long time since I've actually like physically washed my feet. That's disgusting.
I mean, but it gets all the soap from the shower.
Right. And I mean, I'm sitting in the bath, which is
yeah,
like,
sure.
I'm submerged in soapy water.
Also, it's your feet. You're about to rub them on the floor anyway.
Right.
So 2/3 of people are peeing in the shower.
I always pee in the shower. That's what it's there for.
How often do you brush your teeth? By the way, I went to the dentist yesterday. I went to a new dentist for the first time.
Yeah?
Oh my gosh.
What?
If you want an ego boost, I mean, listen, I've always had pretty good teeth or whatever. They were stroking me left and right. It was amazing. Like, these are such good teeth. You're obviously brushing. I could not believe
I've never heard that at the dentist.
Oh, really?
They're always like, you have another cavity. I'm like, damn it.
No,
Another one, send the bill to Shelly. That's what I always tell them.
They're like, you haven't had any cavities, really, have you? I'm like, well, just the two you see in there or whatever. And yeah, I've always been pretty fortunate. I mean, now listen, I had braces and stuff when I was a kid.
Same. Yep. I've always had cavities ever since I was a kid.
But I'm pretty good about every day doing it twice.
See, Kent is religious about doing it twice a day.
Yeah.
If I'm already in bed, call me nasty. Sometimes I won't at nighttime.
I'll be honest with you, all through my entire life, up until even college, and I would say even, I'll go as far as to say until I was 30. Like, if I'm just exhausted at night and I'm already in bed and, maybe I just ate something, I'll say screw it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you can catch me brushing my teeth twice a day every day.
Kent is the same way. He will always brush his twice a day. And
I will never leave the house without brushing my teeth.
Oh, no, never.
Yeah, it's the first thing I do when I wake up.
When someone says, I forgot to brush my teeth today, I'm like, you sick fuck? Are you kidding?
That's not even possible in my life.
Like, that's disgusting. I forgot to brush my teeth? That's like I forgot to wipe my ass. You don't just...
What are you, 3?
Yeah, just don't forget.
Yeah, I do not forget to brush my teeth in the morning.
I've grabbed my kid by the face before and brushed his teeth for him. I'm like, listen.
By the way, so Will has 4 teeth.
Yeah. Do you brush them?
he adores it.
Oh, he loves it?
He
Woodson hates
loves
it.
it. So we just go, they're all in a row on the bottom.
Oh.
And we'll go in and we'll brush them, and then we'll give him the toothbrush, and he has like special toothpaste. I think it smells like bananas or something.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll just go in and he loves it.
Woodson, he literally will say, oof paste. And I'm like, okay. And I hand it to him and he sucks it out of the tube. That's all he wants to do is eat the toothpaste.
That's probably normal for a 2-year-old.
And I'm like, okay, now let's scrub. And he's like, no.
Okay. This one, I'm really curious about, and be honest.
Yeah.
How often do you change your sheets?
I would say every week, 2 weeks, maybe. Every couple weeks. Yeah.
Okay. So this
couple
is,
times a month.
I will definitely tell you this. Like, remember how I said, like, you know, up and through college, never miss brushing my teeth?
Right.
I did not change my sheets very much throughout like high school and college.
It's definitely an adult thing for me too. I don't remember ever doing it as a kid.
But I'll say like since I started dating Brittany, it's been better, but it's definitely not every week.
And especially with COVID and stuff too. I think everyone's been like a little bit more cleaner, but Kent is so weird. I'm like really grilling him. He's my husband now. I can do that. I'm like really exposing him this show. But he is so weird about his face and like things touching his face or like his pillowcase being gross. So it's like a mental thing with him. And so he's always like, it's time. Like if he like gets a pimple or something, he's like, the sheets are nasty. That's why. You know what I mean? And so I'll wash them.
So I'm going to say we probably do it about every other week.
Okay. Yeah, I would say probably us too.
But yeah,
unless he's having a meltdown.
Gotcha.
Then I'll do it. Like I looked at him today when I was making my bed and I was like, it's probably about due.
1 in 4 say they do it once a week, about 30%, and 30% said less than once a month. How often do you change your underwear?
Well, every day, sometimes multiple times a day.
That's the thing. COVID, so normal Rob would be once a day. COVID Rob is twice a day.
Yeah.
Because now I shower normally. On a normal day without COVID, we're talking, I get up, I shower, there's the fresh undies.
Yeah.
And that's going to last me till my next shower.
Right.
But now I got to split it.
Right.
So it's like I wake up, fresh underwear.
Yeah.
Shower, fresh underwear.
Well, see, here's the thing. So I sleep in different underwear than I wear throughout the day.
Oh, you've said that before.
Yeah. So I have like my nighttime underwear, my granny panties. Like those are like what I wear like underneath my sleep shorts or just like with a big t-shirt, right?
Gotcha.
During the day, I wear thongs all the time. I never don't wear underwear. No one else in my family wears underwear. I don't get it. I can't not wear it. Like even with jeans, they just don't wear underwear.
That'd be so weird for me too.
I don't get it. I just don't understand it. But so I'll wear a thong all day because usually I'm in leggings or something. And I can't not wear underwear even if I'm wearing leggings. Like some people are like, it's leggings, don't wear underwear. I'm like, I can't. It's like a mental thing.
I think that's good.
And then if I change, I have to change my underwear when I change clothes. I just have to.
Gotcha.
So sometimes 2 or 3 times a day.
All right. Well, listen, I'm glad we did that. That was fun. This episode of the Rob's Podcast with Maddie West has been brought to you by Spuds and Stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know how, listen, people ask me all the time, and I always have the same answer. Yes, I'm from Philly. Yes, I know that the cheesesteaks around here are lousy. I'm aware. I know they call them Phillies on the menu.
Yep.
The only one that I can give my stamp of approval to is Spuds and Stuff.
I did go there when I left here the other day.
Did you? The last episode? Mm-hmm. What'd you get?
I got a buffalo chicken ranch. Or no, a chicken bacon ranch spud, and I got Kent a buffalo chicken spud.
The buffalo chicken is my favorite thing on their menu.
Buffalo anything for him, he's like, yes.
And wasn't it awesome?
It's awesome.
It's just delicious.
Every time I go, it's awesome.
So if you want the best Philly in town, you got to get Jason's out at Spuds and Stuff. I'm telling you, I'm putting my Philly reputation on the line when I tell you this. That's who you want to get your Phillies from, Spuds and Stuff. He used to bring us in, like we used to go in and like taste test them. More me than Maddie, but Maddie came. I remember one time he came in and you tried them.
I did, and it was awesome.
Yeah. So,
Ken has his result for DC whenever you're ready.
Okay, do that after the next spot.
Yeah.
And so you got to just believe me when I tell you, Spuds and Stuff makes the best Phillies in town.
Yep.
And as Maddie can attest to, those spuds, my God, those spuds.
They're literally as big as your head.
Yeah, and they're so good.
And I eat them in one sitting.
They're at 2403 Washington Avenue on Evansville's east side. Their not their new location, but their location at 41 in Boonville, New Harmony is now reopened. They're now hiring for drivers at both locations. That's my friends at Spuds and Stuff.
Well, hot dog.
And don't forget All About You DJ, the people who made Maddie's wedding the party of a lifetime.
They were the best.
Let All About You DJ host your next wedding party or event. All About You DJ specializes in wedding receptions as well as any other private parties, including birthdays, engagement parties, school dances, or any other special event you may need a DJ for. We work with you to ensure that your entertainment is perfect for your event. Maddie?
Yup.
at All About You DJ. Your event is not only important to you, it's also important to us. We want to make it memorable for all those involved. All About You provides everything you need to make your wedding the event of your dreams, from dazzling photo booths to ensure your event is one your guests will never forget, to gorgeous uplighting to make sure your wedding photos really pop. All About You offers several different packages to fit your needs. You can even ask for me, the Rob, to host your party. Check out our 5-star reviews on Google and on Facebook.com/allaboutyoudj. Give us a call at 812-402-0610 or check us out online at allaboutyoudj.com. And as always, if you'd like to advertise on the Rob's Podcast with Maddie West, please email therobspodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, boy.
All right, so what does Kent say is the best cinematic universe?
Well, now I don't think he understands the question. I said, who's better, Marvel or DC? He says, like, who do I think would win or who do I like better?
Who do you like better? Okay. Well,
this husband of mine, he hasn't responded yet.
Isn't it fun to say it?
Yeah, this husband.
I
posted a photo on Instagram today of the two of us on our honeymoon, and I was like, wait for it, ... my husband. It's so weird to say it.
All right, listen, we're going to be back next week. Anything else we got to get to?
Do I change it to Maddie B? Or do I keep Maddie West?
Yo, this is on you.
Listen, we need to like sound off in the comments.
Oh, man. Well, listen, if you're going to be Maddie B, I think you need to reveal what your last name is.
Okay, it's Baggett.
I mean, if we...